Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the UTSA Roadrunners. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Caught inside the 30, and he'll bring it back. So UTSA's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball.
Oh, he's going to go up top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. From the gun, looking for a man. Good timing on the quick out. Snowed under by the defense. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. Boy, his freshman quarterback has a host, and he's seen that thing in there. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Jennings. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heel.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the Roadrunners are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking for space. It's Jennings. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to throw.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. Connection to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Sends it downfield. Caught at the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. Open space at the 25. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. And he can't hold on to the ball at the game.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. It's a draw. Cobb sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Using the quick game. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got it! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touch pass on the run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. Using his feet to buy time. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps their foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Dances away again. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Roadrunners are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights, it's good. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more.
3:25. Check.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the second half.
Take over.
What certainly could have been worse. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He finds his man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Moving away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off. And
The 3rd down pass.
after a solid return on the pick.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The give to the back. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Here.
First and 10.
His offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the...
He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Roadrunners will punt this one away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive in this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd down.
Let's go!
He wants to throw it again. Got his man downfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He wants to throw it. Coming after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Still on his feet. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
Looking deep down the right side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk play. Snaps it in the shotgun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas. 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't. Create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going up top here late in the game. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Trying to find his man on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He wants to throw, feeling some heat. And as he throws, hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down, he's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Just complete.